As you can see, my gas stovetop is absolutely gross. I haven't cleaned it in a long time, and ideally you would never let it get this dirty. But stuff happens, we get lazy and we don't do it. And that's fine. Today we're gonna clean it and it's gonna look brand new. For this project, we will use powdered bleach, baking soda, and some hot water. So we're going to start off by taking out the grates. Now the next step is to scrape off anything that's loose already. Anything that can come off easily, I want to get it off before we start putting stuff in so that we can get everything out of the way so that we can have as much contact and surface area as possible when we're actually cleaning. Next, we want to plug all of the ignitions. We don't want to get any baking soda stuck in there and then have it not light later. So we're just going to grab a little bit of paper towel. Oh, we can take these off too. And we're just going to grab our paper towel and stuff it in the ignition, and hopefully that helps stop a lot of the baking soda and bleach from making its way through and clogging it up, so that it saves us some time cleaning those later. Now that we have all that plugged up, I'm going to give it one more wet wipe with some wet paper towel before we start adding the baking soda and bleach. Now we're going to start off with our bleach. I'm just going to pour it into a bowl so it's easier for me to spread on camera, but you can just dump this directly on here or do whatever you want. I'm gonna grab the spoon and just sprinkle it all across. You can use as much as you think your stovetop needs. It depends based on how dirty your stovetop is, so I don't want to give you guys any exact numbers. Now that we have a good amount spread, we can use our fingers and make sure that everything is evenly spread. This is why I like using gloves, because I don't have to worry about hurting my hands or anything like that. Now we can move on to the baking soda, and just like the bleach, I'm going to go ahead and take spoonfuls and spread it everywhere. Now I want to make sure we get these spots, and now we can spread it again just like we did with the bleach. Make sure we cover a good amount of it. Now if you underdo it, you can always come back and add more, so it's really no big deal. As you can see, our surface is all covered in white powder, which is what we want. And now we are ready to add some hot water. Here we have our hot water and we're ready to start spreading. So I want to gently pour this, make sure I don't make a huge mess. And we can already hear the fizzing. Now since we have gloves, we can go ahead and rub it in a good bit. Make sure all the powder gets wet, and essentially we want to create a paste. And at this point I'm going to grab my brush and I'm gonna make sure to rub it in a little bit. I'm actually gonna go back and add a little bit more bleach. I think I need a little bit more bleach in these areas. And there we go. We have this like sloppy mess now, but we're just gonna let it chill and rest for 15 to 30 minutes and come back to it later. And hopefully a lot of the gunk will be loosened up and ready for us to start scrubbing. I went ahead and I started scrubbing the water, baking soda, and bleach mixture out. I can see huge results already. However, it's not perfect. There's definitely some areas that definitely need some more work. And now the step is to scrub. I wasn't able to find my sponge with a Brillo pad on it. I can only find this white sponge, and so I'm going to grab some steel wool from somewhere and start working through it, and then I might go back and add more bleach later to the areas that are more troubled. Now I just wet my sponge. I'm going to give it another clean to try to get a lot more of the crust that I left from the baking soda and bleach. Alright, as we can see, it's already way cleaner than before, but we still have a lot of gunk near the burners that were used more frequently. I guess this is a good lesson to not let your burners get this dirty in the first place, but I am going to go back, I'm going to add some more bleach, some more hot water, and see what I can scrub off. Alright, so I went ahead and I removed these little tops from the stovetop, and that let me get really a lot deeper, and I was able to get a lot more of the dirt off. And now that everything is dry, we can put everything back on and see that it works. Now it's time to put all these lids back on, as well as the grates. And there we have it. We can see that our gas stovetop is looking a lot cleaner than before. It is looking super white. It is actually very difficult to believe that it was this dirty just a little bit ago, but it goes to show that some baking soda, some bleach powder, some water, and some elbow grease can really go a long way in making your appliances look brand new. I think the biggest lesson for me is to not let your gas stovetop get this dirty in the first place. I think you should clean it more regularly, and there's a lot you can do to prevent it getting dirty in the future. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, comments, anything, leave them down below. I try to reply to as many as I can. And also feel free to leave a like on this video and subscribe if you liked it and you want to see more things like this in the future.